Hi, I'm so excited to be here with you and to help you learn a little bit more about Usborne Books. So the first set of books that I ever bought from Usborne before I ever became a consultant, before I ever really knew about Usborne, was my first reading library. At the time, my son was really struggling to read. He had no interest and he found the books overwhelming. And so I bought this set. There's 50 books in here, and what I love is that this green section right here are dual readers. So they're meant for you to read with your child. So for example, book number 1. In this book, well, I'm talking about my son, only had to master these letters. So it didn't overwhelm him with a whole bunch of different sounds. And on each page, you can see small print, which you would be reading, and then the larger print for your child to read. And each page is like that, just changing the order of those few letters. The other nice thing about these readers is that there are puzzles at the back of each book to help them retain what they have read and to understand it better. As it progresses, the books get a little bit more challenging. So here, isn't a dual reader anymore. The words are a little bit smaller, and they've worked their way up to more independent reading. As well as they have the level 1 readers in this orange section and level 2 readers in the purple section that I will show you so that they can read independently as well. So level 1, Anansi and the Bag of Wisdom. You can see still very little text on each page. Level 2, not much text, slightly more difficult words, and puzzles at the back. We have tons of books for our babies too, can't forget them. There are touchy-feely books galore. That's Not My is our biggest, most popular series for infants and toddlers. That's Not My Giraffe. Its horns are too fuzzy. That's Not My Giraffe. Its mane is too fluffy. That's My Giraffe. Its spots are so soft. The Usborne Beginner series is absolutely phenomenal. I love everything about it. My kids go crazy over them and want me to read them all the time. They are a nonfiction series for ages probably 4 to 9, I think, would enjoy these. And there are tons of them. I don't know if you can see this shelf behind me here, but we're a bit of hoarders when it comes to the beginner series, and we are collecting oodles and oodles of them, and there are so many more. So I'm gonna pull out farm animals here for you to have a look at. They can pick the topic of their choice and learn a little bit about each of them. Tons of beautiful pictures and illustrations filled with great information. And as well, there are internet links that will take them to safe internet sites if they want to find out more information. My all-time favorite of our musical books is The Four Seasons. It just sets me right into a peaceful, it's a great way to introduce classical music to our kids. I don't know how else to explain it. There's an on-off switch on the back, so it doesn't have to be playing constantly. And there's buttons embedded on each page. And there's lots of trails for them to follow with their fingers as they listen to the music. It's a great way to introduce them to classical, to Vivaldi, and to have fun while doing it. Beautiful pictures and illustrations on each page. Another fun series for when your child is learning to read are our phonics readers series. So this is one of the newest additions to this series is the Unicorns in Uniforms and Other Tales. So these books can also be purchased individually, but you can get them in a set with multiple stories in one as well. It's opening day at the Snazzy Hotel. Lord Stork is due here. His stay must go well. So it's full of rhyming words, which is great for helping them learn their sounds. Each one of these stories is humorous, and the kids have a lot of fun reading, and it's a great way to learn to read with them. And at the back, it has puzzles as well, just like the other books I was showing you. Kids in general have very inquisitive minds and always want answers. So we have a series for each age group. We have very first question and answers. What is Pooh? Believe it or not, this is one of our top sellers. It is very entertaining. It is great for potty training, and who knew Pooh could be so much fun? How much poo does an elephant do? This much every day. And did you know that a wombat has square-shaped poo? It really does. Bet you didn't know that. And then we have, for the next age, why do we need bees? From our first question and answer series. Where do bees live? All over the world. Some live in big groups, others live on their own. What's this? A beehive. So lots of great flaps. Flaps are great for helping to retain information because the more senses that are involved in learning, the more you retain. And our flaps are nice and sturdy, so you don't have to worry about them being ripped easily. And we have question and answers for the older ages and even adults. I learn something new every time I open one of these books. Why can't I eat cake all day? Because it would give your body too much of the things it doesn't need. So it explains the difference between fats and sugars and proteins. As a kid, I remember encyclopedias being so boring. Just huge pages full of words, words, and more words, and maybe a few tiny little pictures. Well, Usborne's got you covered because I absolutely love their first encyclopedia series. Actually, all of their encyclopedias are so colorful, full of beautiful pictures and illustrations, full of fantastic facts, and again, internet linked so that they can go online and find more information and in a safe environment. There are stories and all kinds of other books to read just for fun as well. They're not all about learning, but in the end, all reading is learning. So we have a Peep Inside series, Peep Inside a Fairy Tale, Beauty and the Beast. Just look at these gorgeous laser cut pages. There are a couple of flaps in them as well. I just absolutely love these books. They're so beautiful. We also have another type of the Peep Insides, which are nonfiction. Peep Inside the Castle. So they can see inside everything that happened in the castle. We have Peep Inside Space, Peep Inside Animal Homes and Bug Homes. They are a lot of fun. They're great for 3- and 4-year-olds who just are starting to learn and wonder. And our pop-up series is really beautiful as well. The 3 little pigs. Hopefully you can see it does justice to the pop-ups here for you. Oops. They're just beautiful, sturdy pop-ups on every page. And the last 2 books that I want to show you are from our very popular See Inside series. So the See Insides, again, are very full of flaps because at Usborne we love flaps. So See Inside Atoms and Molecules is one that was just released recently, and it's just got tons of information. If you could remove all the empty space from the atoms that make up our bodies, you could fit the whole human race into a space the size of a sugar cube. Like, wow, I didn't know that. I love that I can learn along with my kids when I read these books. And I know every child is curious about what goes inside their body. This book has been a top seller for a very long time because they get to see what happens inside their body from when they take their first bite of food, where it goes through their body, into their stomach, through their intestines, and eventually it comes out into the loo. They can see their blood pumping through their circulatory system, brain power, and more about their senses. So much great information and fun facts in here. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about Usborne Books with me, and I will talk to you soon.